Heal the world, make this a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying, but if you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Hello everybody, I'm Lady Cheryl. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this episode, I'm going to continue my series with part 4 of how to grow cheap, healthy food for an emergency garden. Today, I'm going to show you step by step how I prepare an in-ground bed to transplant my corn. And I'm also going to share with you how I transplant my squash seedlings. Okay, let's get started. All down here, wood chips. And here's some straw mulch. I think I grew squash or something in the container, and I didn't put the straw in the compost, I just left it there. And there's some weeds that I'm gonna have to take care of first. A lot right here. But all down here were wood chips spread. And pull that out. I'm gonna dig this back and I'm gonna show you. See that soil? That's good rich soil that the wood chips broke down. So I'm gonna rake this up a little bit, and this will be the bottom of the area of the garden bed. And then I'm gonna put the garden soil for ground planting on top. And then on top of that, I'll put a little perlite in it and mix it up. And then I'll put the straight potting mix, worm castings, azomite rock dust. I don't need to add mycorrhizal fungi because it's all in the wood chips. And yeah, so this is a little area. Let me step to here and let you see. This is a nice sized bed. Yeah, and I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 by 7 space in here. Okay, in this area here, I have pulled up the weeds, and I'm going to rake them back, and just a little of the wood chips, the bigger pieces of the wood chips. Approximately 2.5 years ago, I covered up my lawn in my backyard with cardboard. And then I had wood chips spread around the food forest, and I received 3 double loads of wood chips. So the ground is very soft where the wood chips broke down. Pretty much see. These are the wood chips I'm going to put on top of the soil. So I am breaking these back so I can use the good soil to come in top with the in-ground soil. I rake that down pretty even. Looks pretty good. There are a few pieces of, I'm out of breath, wood chips that are large that I will pick up, but it looks pretty good. I found some wood. You can see a little purple mark on it right there that I got on sale at Home Depot. Purple mark over there, 70% off. I'm putting this here so it can be an outline of the garden bed. And I'm gonna take a break, and I'm gonna go to the front, and I'm gonna show you the actual pavers that I'm gonna put in this area. And here are those pavers that I was telling you guys about. They used to be outlining a flower bed I had in the front, and I removed it and let the grass grow there. So I'm gonna take these pavers, and this is what I'll outline the bed, the corn and squash bed that I'm working on right now. If you look real close, guys, you'll see earthworms. Okay? I took this rake and I raked some of this up, and I'm gonna move the large pieces out. And I decided, since I have 8 bags of soil, 4 bags of all-purpose garden soil, and 4 bags of potting mix, I needed to make the bed a little bit smaller. So I brought the boards in a little closer. So I'm gonna rough this up a little bit, move the big pieces of wood out, spread these 2 bags, and then I'll come back when I have the other 2 bags ready to spread. Okay, as you can see right here, I've got those 2 bags done. I turned the ground over right here, and now I'm getting ready to spread these 2 bags, and then I'll bring you back to see what I put next. Well, I hope you can see this. The next thing I'm going to add is perlite. You can see me sprinkling it. And I'm going to mix it all up. That's going to help with drainage and moisture retention. And I'm not measuring. I don't measure when it comes to gardening. I'm going to mix this all up. But before I do that, I'm going to add some worm castings. And they're right here. So by the time the corn reaches that area of the soil, it'll have some good nutrition from the worm castings. And I see a few little ants. Hopefully they won't bother it too much. And I'm gonna mix that in, then I'll put the potting soil on, and I'll come back. Okay, gardeners, I'm gonna step back and let you see that I put 4 bags of Vigoro potting mix in this bed, and I'm getting ready to put in azomite rock dust. Now, these boards are just here temporarily. I put a few bricks down, you know, to try to keep everything contained. And I even made the bed a little bit shorter so I can get through here to harvest. And I think I'm gonna make my corn rows going this way. Okay, so after I get the azomite rock dust, I'll come back and let you show you how I'm watering it in, which is very simple. I have everything mixed up pretty good. And now I'm going to water everything in, and I'm going to come back in a couple hours and put the corn in, but I want to make sure that the water has absorbed real good, and I'll probably have to water it again. So I'm watering it in, and while I'm doing this, I want to bring something to your attention. If you look up there, you'll see the shade cloth on the greenhouse. So that means that my corn seedlings have been getting 50% shade. That is another reason why I'm going to transplant them later in the evening, so that they won't be out in the sun too long. And then what I would do early tomorrow morning is somehow I'm going to put some posts in the ground, and I will erect a shade cloth over the seedlings so they can get acclimated. And every day around the time that the sun is getting ready to go down, I would take the shade cloth off and keep it off until the sun is really hot in the morning, put it back on, and then I'll just keep doing that every day until the seedlings can tolerate full sun. And each time I do it, I'm going to leave the plant in the sun uncovered longer and longer. So I'll probably start off like a half an hour, then 45 minutes. That's what I usually do. I just increase increments of 15 minutes. And yeah, and then they'll get totally acclimated. So I'm gonna come back this evening and wet this again and put the seedlings in, just around the time that the sun is going down. And in my next video, I'll show you the progress, and I'll show you the shade cloths on them. Okay, I'll be back. this evening. Okay guys, I'm going to show you this grow box. And I don't know if you remember that I planted some seeds. I sowed some seeds in these two boxes, corn seeds. So I don't have to wait until the sun is almost going down to transplant these because they were already growing in full sun. So I'm going to take my little knife and I'm going to gently prick them out, and then I'm going to take them over to the garden bed and plant them. And they are the Perry Morris sweet corn, peaches and cream. Okay, you can see here that I removed the corn and I'm just spreading this soil to keep the beets still growing, and I carefully put them over here, keeping as many as the roots intact as I could. And what I'm going to continue to grow here is some squash. Let me take you over here. I'm going to remove some of the squash that's growing really well here. It's almost a little too big to transplant, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to scoop all the way to the bottom. Let me just take one and show you how I'm going to do it. If I can, with my left hand. Get up under here, and I'm just going to take, see all those roots intact? I'm just going to take it and set it right here. Can you see that? Now these are seedlings, so these are the first seeds. When they germinated, these little leaves will come off anyway or die back. And that's what you see that is yellowing. So I'm just pinching them off. They'll go into the compost. And this is crookneck squash. You can see it right here. And I'm gonna press that down a little bit. And I'll come back and fill it with soil, but I just want to give you an idea. This is emergency garden food too. So I may move these beets and put another squash here, or maybe I'll just put one right here. Yeah, this is a nice little clean spot right here. Let me go ahead and scoop another one up. Okay, so we'll go over here. And we're gonna go all the way down. I'm gonna take my left hand and I'm gonna try to keep this all intact as I can. See that? And I'm just gonna take this seedling and put it in right here. And then while I'm here, I'll go ahead and pinch off the first leaves so the plant won't be looking bad. And then I'll come in and I'll put more potting mix all around here. But for right now, this can grow just like that. I move plants all the time. I know which ones I can move and which ones I can't. And you'll learn that as you go, as you get more experience. Okay, so I'll put that over there, and I'm gonna harvest these beets in a few more weeks because they can't handle too much heat. And we're getting ready to get back up into the 90s. So this is cool, this will work. All of this will be out, and then there'll be two more squash, one here and one here, and then they'll just trail down. And of course, I have room over here. Let me pick this up. Oh, it's heavy. I don't think I could get it with one hand. Yes, I did. Now I have room to put two more squash right here. The left side and the right side. And all of these beets are ready to be harvested. You know, I'll probably do them this weekend. I'm at the back of the food forest. And this area is getting some shade, which may be a good thing, because when we start getting temps 105, 106 and higher, we're gonna need some shade, or we will be watering these plants all day long. So what I'm gonna do is, to keep from stepping all in the bed, because I'm gonna put squash right down here in the middle, I'm going to plant the corn that I have right now all across here. That way, the corn that has to be acclimated with a shade cloth, I'll just only need to put it toward the back. Okay, so far, so good. We have the corn planted approximately 9 inches apart. Some spaces is a little more than 9 inches. And so far so good, because I only broke one in the transplanting. So now I'm going to go, because you can see we're still in the shade right here. I'm going to go unzip the greenhouse over here and get some of the corn and plant it. I'll be back. And I'll save a couple to show you how I do it for my new gardeners. Hubbard squash in the middle here. And I can see now this bed is not going to be big enough to accommodate all the corn, because I have another bucket in there. So I will put some in the blue big containers, 17-gallon containers, and I'll show you that in my next video. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and put some more corn in, transplant it in, and then this last row, I'll show you how I physically do it. Close right there, you'll see a little hole. And what I'll do with that hole is I'll scoop up these 2 pieces of corn and try to keep them as intact as I can. See that? There's a few roots disturbed at the bottom, but that's okay. And I just set it right here. Try to set it upright, push it down, get those roots down, and then just bring up the soil around it. And you can see here, I just set this one in the hole. Now I'm going to put some, I need to get that one back in there a little bit better. We're going to lose one of them. That's okay. I will take scissors. I won't be pinching it off like I do a lot of things, leaves and what have you. Press it down. It's going to stand up later. Get soil all around there. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I don't have to water it in because the soil is still damp. I will water it in the morning. Then I'll see how long the sun, I'll watch it very carefully, and I'll get my shade cloth ready to put on the tall ears of corn. Now this is amazing. These were started in the greenhouse on the same day that that corn was started. But that's peaches and cream, and this is just sweet corn. And this had shade, and that had no shade. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I want to show you that I only have 2 pieces of corn left. And I probably will just stick them close to the squash, so the squash can climb up the corn. I was looking through some of my old photos to try to find a picture of the peaches and cream sweet corn, and this is the best one that I could find. I'm sorry about that. And here is a picture of the blue Hubbard squash. It is a humongous squash, and this is the best picture that I could find. I probably will be able to find some old video, and if I can, I'll show you in another video how they actually look. So this concludes this video. I hope you learned something, and until the next time, I'll see you soon. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and tell your friends about my channel. God loves you, and I love you too. Thank you for watching. Bye now.